Imagine a world where the threads of destiny, so intricately woven, suddenly unravel. A single, pivotal moment erased from existence sends ripples through time, altering the very fabric of a hero's journey. This is the story of a path not taken, a future unwritten, born from a simple yet profound absence. We begin with a young boy, his spirit crushed, clutching a paper that sealed his fate. The academy exam results, a stark reminder of his perceived inadequacy, weigh heavily in his small hands. He stands alone, defeated, the weight of the world pressing down upon him. Around him, the Hidden Leaf Village thrives, a vibrant tapestry of life and laughter. Yet, for this solitary child, its brilliance only serves to highlight his profound isolation, a stark contrast between the bustling world and his inner void. He is an island in a sea of connection, an echo in a symphony of joy. Destiny, we often believe, is a grand, predetermined design. But what if it truly hinges on a single, unassuming encounter? What if the trajectory of a life, and indeed the fate of nations, could be irrevocably altered by the presence or absence of one person? For Naruto Uzumaki, that person was Iruka Umino. He was the first to look beyond the monstrous burden within, the first to see not a demon, but a lonely boy yearning for acceptance. Without him, the narrative of the world's greatest hero might have been a tragedy. In this altered timeline, the shadows deepen around young Naruto. Mizuki, a figure of false kindness, still approaches him, preying on his desperate desire for recognition. The Forbidden Scroll, a promise of power and belonging, becomes an irresistible lure for a boy starved of both. Cornered and vulnerable, Naruto faces Mizuki's venomous truth about the nine-tailed fox. But this time, there is no Iruka to intervene, no familiar voice to cut through the hatred and offer a lifeline. The words of condemnation hang heavy, unchallenged, poisoning his young mind. Without Iruka's unwavering belief, without that first spark of genuine acceptance, the resentment within Naruto deepens into a festering wound. The world has always rejected him, and now, even the one chance at belonging has been a cruel deception. His heart hardens, brick by painful brick. His infamous pranks, once a desperate, unfulfilled cry for attention, now take on a darker edge. They are no longer pleas, but acts of defiance, born from a profound sense of abandonment and a growing bitterness towards a village that has only ever scorned him. His cries remain unanswered, his pain unseen. Naruto remains a pariah, his isolation amplified by the absence of that single, crucial connection. The village's disdain solidifies into an unshakable truth in his mind. There is no one to bridge the chasm between him and the world, leaving him adrift in a sea of loneliness. Without Iruka's initial guidance and belief, Naruto's immense potential remains largely untapped, a wild, untamed force. His solitary training yields little fruit. The Rasengan, a technique requiring precise control and dedicated mentorship, remains an elusive dream, its secrets forever out of reach. His raw power stagnates, lacking direction. This profound lack of guidance leaves Naruto dangerously susceptible to darker influences. His yearning for power, for acceptance, for a place where he belongs, becomes a gaping vulnerability. He is a lost soul, easily swayed by those who promise what he so desperately craves. Orochimaru, ever the opportunist, would undoubtedly sense this despair and raw power. The promises of strength, of knowledge, of a path to overcome his perceived weakness could easily lure a desperate Naruto. He might become a willing pupil, a vessel for ambition rather than a beacon of hope. The Akatsuki, with their keen eye for despair and untapped strength, would also find him an appealing prospect. They offer a twisted sense of belonging, a purpose, and a family forged in shared pain and a desire to reshape the world. For a boy who has known only rejection, their offer could be irresistible. Without a mentor to guide his moral compass, to instill values of loyalty and perseverance, Naruto's development as a ninja and as a person is severely hindered. He lacks the foundational lessons of teamwork, sacrifice, and the true meaning of strength. His path veers dangerously off course. Consider the Land of Waves mission, a pivotal moment in Naruto's early development. Without Iruka's encouragement, without the belief that he could truly become something great, Naruto lacks the intrinsic drive to protect Tazuna and the villagers. The weight of responsibility feels too heavy, too alien. The fight against Zabuza and Haku, a crucible that forged Team 7's bonds, would be lost. Naruto's resolve, his unwavering determination to protect his comrades, would be absent. The bridge remains unfinished, a monument to failure, and the Land of Waves falls under Gado's tyrannical rule. The friendships that define Naruto's journey, forged in shared struggle and mutual respect, never materialize. There is no foundation of trust, no shared history of overcoming adversity together. He remains an outsider, even within his own team. Sasuke, consumed by his own quest for vengeance, finds no rival, no persistent light to challenge his darkness. Without Naruto's unwavering pursuit, his relentless belief in their bond, Sasuke remains isolated, his path to hatred unobstructed and unchallenged. The Uchiha's descent is complete. Sakura, unable to see past Naruto's perceived failures and immaturity, remains indifferent to his struggles. There is no moment of shared vulnerability, no display of selfless courage to shift her perspective. Her attachment to Sasuke deepens, while Naruto remains an afterthought. The very foundation of Team 7's strength, their unique dynamic built on contrasting personalities and unwavering loyalty, is absent. They are merely three individuals, forced together, lacking the cohesion and mutual respect that made them legendary. The team crumbles before it can truly form. The Chunin exams, a trial by fire for aspiring ninja, become an even greater struggle. Naruto faces Gaara without the support, the guidance, or the emotional resilience that Iruka helped him cultivate. His inner darkness, his own monstrous burden, mirrors Gaara's, with an unknown and terrifying resolution. The outcome of that fateful encounter is uncertain. Without the lessons of empathy and understanding, without the belief that he is not alone, Naruto might succumb to his own rage or fail to reach Gaara's heart. The cycle of hatred continues, unbroken. The ripple effects of Iruka's absence are devastating, cascading through every major conflict. Each victory, each moment of growth, each bond forged was subtly influenced by that initial spark of acceptance. Without it, the entire narrative shifts towards despair. The pivotal battle against pain, a moment that defined Naruto as a hero and a symbol of hope, is irrevocably changed. Without the strong bonds of friendship, without the unwavering belief of his comrades, Naruto lacks the emotional fortitude to stand against such overwhelming despair. Without the unwavering belief in his own potential, instilled by Iruka and reinforced by others, Naruto cannot stand against pain's nihilistic philosophy. He cannot inspire the village, for he himself has never truly been inspired. His resolve falters, his spirit breaks. The Akatsuki's leader, Pain, might very well prevail without Naruto's intervention. Konoha would fall, its spirit crushed, its future extinguished. The dream of peace, the legacy of the Hokage, would be shattered, leaving only ruin in its wake. In this desolate timeline, Konoha stands muted, heavy with the weight of what could have been. The vibrant village we know is replaced by a haunting silence, a testament to a future that never bloomed. The spirit of the leaf, once so bright, is extinguished. The hero we know, the beacon of hope, the seventh Hokage, might never have emerged from the shadows of his own despair. He would have succumbed to the darkness, a victim of circumstance, a casualty of a single missed connection. The world would have lost its greatest champion. Could Naruto Uzumaki still have become Hokage without Iruka Umino's guidance? Could he have overcome the hatred, the loneliness, the despair, and found his own path to greatness? Or was that one simple act of kindness, that one moment of acceptance, the true beginning of his legend? The question lingers, a haunting echo in the silence of what might have been.